This is the IS-4, a tank that in update 10.7 got some pretty interesting changes. In today's video, we're going to be breaking into those changes, as well as the rest of the tank's stats, and playing 2 live games in it. To start right off, we have the gun. It deals 420 damage a shot with its standard, 360 with the premium, and 500 with the HE. As for its pen, it's pretty decent at 265 on the standard, 363 on the heat, and 72 on the high explosive. So the heat pen is going to be really nice against most tanks, even with its nerf. It used to be 374 heat, but now it's 363. As for its dispersion and aim time, it's okay. It is a Russian gun, though, so you are going to miss some troll shots. Its aim time is 4 seconds, and its dispersion is 0.326, so not terrible. As for its mobility, the tank goes 42 forwards and 14 in reverse, with an average power to weight of 15.8. So it's going to be sluggish off the line, but its top speed is pretty nice. And its top speed is going to be even nicer with this super speed boost consumable that the tank was given in the update. It is now able to reach a top speed of just about 50, which is kind of insane. Actually 45 technically. And it's really, really nice. It makes the tank so much easier to get into the frontline position. And overall, you're just going to be able to, like, YOLO more opponents. You can go med side with this tank in some cases and just kind of bully the mediums with this new consumable. The tank also got a slight DPM increase. It's nothing crazy, but it actually is noticeable. And I find, while testing out this tank earlier, you can notice the DPM change, and it's pretty nice, actually. It feels more like an Object 260 now, honestly. They've basically just made a tech tree Object 260, although this tank does have better turret armor. Speaking of the armor used to be really, really strong on this tank everywhere, and for that reason it was used in comp a long time ago. Now, however, the armor is pretty weak on the upper and lower plate, so you're not going to be getting that many bounces with it anymore. Although if you do wiggle your tank around, you can still get the occasional troll bounce. But again, it's not reliable, and I would say it's on par with the Object 260's hull armor, which is kind of unfortunate. Again, the turret armor, though, is a lot stronger than the 260, and comparing it to that tank, I would actually say this tank is pretty much a better version of that tank at this point, especially with its super speed boost, because the reverse speed on this tank is now really nice. It goes over 20 in reverse now, which just allows you to get out of situations really easily. In terms of this map, Port Bay, right now I just kind of want to YOLO the hill. I don't know why their medium tanks and light tanks are over here, like in this mid spot. They should be contesting and helping out their like medium flank, but they decided to go here instead, and it's not looking too good for them. This guy over here, I actually clear him with HE. That's pretty nice. The T62A gets cleared with HE. And their M48 Patton is also a one-shot. I'm going to try and clear him. Never mind. We don't need to. So, yeah, their team's losing all their mediums right now, and I don't really know what they're doing. So I'm going to get a shot into him. A nice max roll for 525. Cobra misses us, which is also pretty good. So at this point, we're looking pretty good. I haven't dealt a crazy amount of damage, but that's okay. I'm just going to keep peppering these guys with my shells. There we go. A horrible roll for 397, but that's okay. That guy gets finished off anyways. And at this point, I'm just going to wait for the 60 to poke me. Or shoot someone else. I don't really know which one. I'm going to get a heat shell into his upper plate there. And this game's already over. There's not a whole lot to say about this game. This was just a steamroll. So as of right now, the new matchmaker that Wargaming says they're going to add has not been released yet, according to them. It's coming out tomorrow. So right now, we're just going to get a lot of steamroll games, which is how the matchmaker is right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm going to try and get one more shell into this guy before he dies. Nice. So we actually dealt like 3.5k damage, which is pretty solid, especially for how fast that game was. It was just a complete steamroll. Once their mediums went mid, it was basically over for them. But you can see in a game even like that, where the mediums do get steamrolled and the game ends super quickly, the tank just Honestly, the DPM change feels really solid, combined with that mobility change. In this game, we're playing on Vineyards, which is, well, it's a map that is either really good or really bad for this tank. Now up against us, we have a double platooning 62A, like, Ponda mess over there. I don't even know how we're going to deal with this. I'm hoping that our team does something. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cross towards medium side and really get aggressive on that flank, because I really don't want their mediums to get into the ruins. That would be pretty much game over. Yeah, we're going to do that right now, and we'll see what happens. As for our lineup, I mean, we have like a 268 and 183 that can technically cover me, and a 907 that can flank as well over here, but he already got nuked by that Sheridan, so that's not great. I'm not going to use my super speed boost, and that's simply because since I pushed up so aggressively, if I get into a tricky situation, I'm going to want to be able to back out of here, and so that's where I'll use my super speed boost. It's not always the right play to waste it right off the bat, but it's like, it really depends on the game situation that you're in. Our 907's kind of getting destroyed over here, and that's not a very good sign, because if he does get killed, then that Sheridan is going to have like free reign over here, which is really not great. So I'm going to get one shell into him. Hopefully our 907 actually does kill him, which is fantastic. Now, I don't know what their mouse is doing. I also realized that we're on like 70 base cap. I don't know what's really happening in this game. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I can't say. I really don't. I'm going to get one shell into this mouse. Our 183 got destroyed by their 4005, I think, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to YOLO this mouse. That's about all the, it's about the only thing I can really do right now. So I'm going to try and clear this mouse as quickly as I can. So we get one shell into his lower plate. I'm just going to hope, yeah, nice. Our 907 actually does kill him, which is great. And this 4005, we get a low roll HE shell into him, unfortunately. But at least he's a one-shot now. Our Sheridan picks him up, and that brings it down to a 4 versus 3. Now, only one of their Ponda players is left, so that's okay. What I'm going to do is I am just going to super speed boost my way over towards this AMX right here. It's 50B. I'm going to try and get one shell into him as he's tracked. Nice. He does try and clip out our Sheridan. Hopefully he's not able to, though. I'm just going to YOLO full send right in because I don't really care about my hit points at this point. I'm just going to try and clear this guy as quick as I can. He does get one more shell in, but we are able to finish him off. Our Sheridan gets a really nice shot into that guy, which is good for me. I should be able to get one into his upper plate. Nice max roll for 450. And that brings us up to 3,500 average damage. Or not average damage, damage. And I will be able to... rip, he gun blocked me. I was going to say I'm going to be able to get one more out, but apparently not. Actually, now that I say that, I do get the last shot into him for the kill. 2 kills, 3.7k. It could have been a bit more if I didn't screw my shell on that AMX at the end. But overall, a pretty good game. I don't know what their enemy team was doing, and actually we got 4k, which is pretty cool. So yeah, the DPM on this tank, again, it feels really nice with the update. And same with the mobility. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed today's video on the IS-4, the new and improved IS-4. I actually think this tank is really solid in its current state, and I actually don't mind it now with its new consumables. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.